Turning Yelich. Yeah, turning Yelich Bauer.
Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi, folks. John Schaumby alongside Chris Singleton. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Arizona, Ryan Nelson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Yelich at the dish. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average.
Right through there for a strike.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Line drive, base hit. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Just missed. Yelich goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Yelich, the runner at second with one away. And that's fouled off.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Smith steps on first for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Garrett Mitchell.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
William Contreras in the box now, takes strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that is that. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in the desert, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Brandon Woodruff. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
The Brewers could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. One down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog. Facing a lineup like this keeps you on your toes. You have to make plays for your pitcher. This offense always seems to apply pressure. Plus, if they run the bases hard, it just adds another dimension to their game.
Throw to first in time. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. Carroll in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Battling here as he fouls it away. High fly ball, right field. Freeland has a beat on it. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chase Field, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And a foul ball. Just missed. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one misses, and a full count now. Got him swinging. One out in the second.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Vaughn wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and after review it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. In the air to left center, Gurriel on the move to the alley. 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And stacking up his numbers against the rest of the league, Chris, his batting average puts him in the top 5. That one ripped, and it stays fair. Safely into second. He's got a double.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
The Brewers looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Foul ball there. Cut on and missed, striking out. And that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the second. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Next one off the plate inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. And foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Just missed. Arenado working through some struggles lately. Check swing, and he went. And 1-1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Throws to first in time. Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win. Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Brings it in. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Joey Ortiz. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Ortiz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. There's a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Singy, he boasts a batting average at the moment that ranks in the top 5 in the league. Fastball for a strike. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here comes Christian Yelich. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And at second. There's a strike. Yelich thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Swing, and he popped it up. Marte takes it in for the out. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Nothing across against him yet, so he may just let it ride.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Coming home. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And a run comes in to score.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's William Contreras. Flied to right his first time. And a strike in there.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man on second, 2 down. And now 1-2. That one kicks away from the catcher. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the dirt. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Mitchell getting the start in center, hitting 5th in today's lineup. His slugging percentage so far this year right around .480. Contreras off of first with 2 away. Ball to strike. Out towards right center field. Thomas moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 balls, no strikes, the count. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. Just missed. That one finds the corner, and the count's full.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
In the air, right field, Freeland. Couple of steps in, he's got it, and there's 1 down. Foul out of play off to the right. The 0-1. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Pavin Smith digs in now. Caught looking his first time up. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. No swing. In the air, left field. Bowers on the move. He makes the grab. that one fouled off. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. One hit, one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Brewers 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. You're watching Arizona Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Strike 2. Vaughn not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call is stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Number 87, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Right through there for a strike. That one is absolutely belted, and this one looks like trouble. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double as a run scores on the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Ryan Nelson gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Paul Sewald.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
This is Bryce Terang.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
In there for strike 1.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
High fly ball, right field. Carroll settles under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
That misses, and it's 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And it's second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Brewers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is Diamondbacks baseball. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell drifts towards it, and there's 2 down. Nato comes in to take his cuts. Grounded out his first time off. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. On the corner for a strike.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
And misses inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're down 4-0. Back here in the desert, ready now for the 5th inning. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And a big swing and a miss. Ground ball right side. Marte slings to first in time. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Here comes the 0-1. Contreras recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And they count 1-2. Outside. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Michael Soroka.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Soroka, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Fastball for a strike at 95. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Brewers go down quietly, but they're in front 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The Brewers leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. The 1-1. This ball's chopped on the ground. throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Just not enough on that throw to get it all the way across the infield in the air, and unfortunately, he didn't get the bailout he needed over there at first.
One down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Flied to right his first time.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at first, one away. Tapped out in front of the plate, and that chance handled. Slings to first in time. And that's in there for strike one. Third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So digging in, Peyton Smith. Fouled off. He was late. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In comes the run from third to trim the lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Nice curveball for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. On the ground. And it goes just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Out towards right center field. Mitchell settles underneath it. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 4 and the Diamondbacks 1. You're watching Arizona Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next, Andrew Vaughn. There's a strike. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Cade Stroud, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Clark also getting ready. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Sal Frelick getting ready to hit. His righty-lefty splits there. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. The next offering misses. Ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a bouncer. Fires in time. And that's in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Slapped foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
2 down, nobody on. What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 4-1. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 6th inning, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one ripped, but foul. Balance throw in time. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one at the knees for a strike. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And they trail it 4-1. Back here in the desert, we go to the top of the 7th. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Out to short, Perdomo. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, yet another solid performance, all while keeping that hitting streak alive. What a run he's on right now. When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
High fly ball out to center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now here's Jake Bauers. In there at the knees. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Man on second, 2 down. Almost got him. Hit hard on the ground is short. Perdomo on to first. And that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. A sliding stop. Fires to first. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Fouled off to the right. And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Gurriel. The Brewers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in there at the knees. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down quickly, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Taylor Clark.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that is out of play. Fought off foul. Swings and misses, and there's one down.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap. He doubled up on the off speed there. We talked about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
He swings and fouls one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
1 out. Runner at second. Andrew Vaughn now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. In comes the run from second. And he's there with a double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Vaughn on third. Freeland over at second with 1 down.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 1 out. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. And that just misses. In there. Got him looking for the K. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Taylor Cluck out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Cade Stroud.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
Ball 1 low. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two down. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Bryce Terang up next for the Brewers. Two on, 2 outs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. It's 7-1.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
So back to the top of the order. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Here's your 1. Hard liner. And foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. And he'll 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And the 1-0. Two aboard, 2 outs. Line drive, Adam in center field. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 7 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here at Chase Field, on to the bottom of the 8th, Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Woodruff still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball.
Oh, gets dirty. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in there. 0-1. This one chopped up the middle. Slinging it to first in time. In the dirt. Runner stays put at third.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Geraldo Perdomo. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. The Diamondbacks trying to get back into this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. High hit into the gap. 1 run was scored. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 7-3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home, fires it to the plate. Now a dive for the tag, and he gets him. Nice save on the offline throw as he makes the tag inning over.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Puck.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Bauers. Oh, 1 now. Ouch, that one drilled him. Flips it, but it's not in time. Base hit. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Ryan Thompson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. In the air to left center. And it falls. And now two aboard. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 4 with a double. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Late with the swing there. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
This one in the air, center field. Thomas should have this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are two gone. Sal Frelick now at the plate.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Throws it away.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
The Brewers trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a pop-up. Carroll coming on. Makes the catch. Inning over. Brewers leave them loaded. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Abner Uribe gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that's just foul. Uribe, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Fair ball. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. A little out front there as he swings through it.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one a little bit high. 2-2. This one popped up. Infield fly called there. Check swing. No appeal. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Here bottom 9 and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Just misses with that one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they get to hang on to their second challenge. Diamondbacks down to their final out. And here's the first baseman, Peyton Smith.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Line drive, base hit. Moreno around third. He'll score easily. Now a 3-run game, 7-4.
Becker does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Outside corner for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Just missed.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. Ketel Marte goes deep.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. This is Corbin Carroll. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Abner Uribe won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. So they turn to their closer, Trevor McGill.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Great stop. Over to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Got him. A great play to send us to extra innings. But a magical comeback is complete here in the last half of the ninth as they fight back to even it up. And we are tied. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Justin Martinez. Go-ahead run on base. Joey Ortiz digs in now.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Swing and a ground ball. Marte throws to first in time. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Pitch out, but no action.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
They try another pitch out. The Brewers with the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. To the right side. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. Left center base hit. Runner from third in to score. And they lead it in the 10th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Yelich goes. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Batter challenges in a very big spot. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in extra innings. Swings through that one for strike one.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. High leverage spot, and William Contreras digging in. Inside, and it hit him. And now the bases are loaded. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
On the ground. Down the line, and it's foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. So they're all loaded up. fastball is outside. Fights it off. We'll see another. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Brewers 8 and the Diamondbacks 7. Back here in the desert, on to the bottom of the 10th. Nolan Arenado getting ready to hit.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. This is off the inside, and the count is 1-1. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
1-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And it's second. In there. Sets him down on strikes.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Now a move being made at second base. Here's the pinch runner for Arizona, Jordan Lawler, getting some more speed on the bases. Inside, just missed. And another ball.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
Next offered in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And he'll challenge that called strike. Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're down to their final strike. And that skips into there. Man on second, 2 down. Just missed.
That's a really good take.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starter, Brandon Pfaadt. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go? This is Bryce Terang. So we're underway on a day made for baseball, the 4th of July. That one ripped right center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. The 2-1 is high. This one in the air, right field. Carroll hustling after it. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. This is an absolute powerhouse offense, Chris, and they piled up more runs than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, fans love this lineup. It's exciting to watch because they score in bunches and are always in a good position to win. Pitchers need to hit their spots or it'll be a long game.
Christian Yelich in the box now, takes strike one. No score here, but a runner at third with one down. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That is strike two.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
That's in for a strike. Man at second. Late that time, and it's strike two. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A two-run homer, his second of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Next to hit, Jake Bauers. The 1-0. In the air to left center. And there's 2 away.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Gary Sanchez now.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
Sanchez matched a homer in his last game. Man on second, 2 down. And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And one fouled off. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. They limit the damage here. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Back here at Chase Field and towing the slab, Brandon Sproat. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and That means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average. So he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Ketel Marte. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Just too many pitches in the heart of the zone. He's not commanding his pitches and working the edges up and down, in and out, and he's getting hit hard.
Stays alive. The Brewers would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. In there for strike one.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, dude. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Now he's challenging the called strike. First and second here, no outs. On the ground, right side. Base hit! Rounds third, heading to the plate. He's set. Now down by 2. It's 3-1. Will be the cleanup hitter, Geraldo Perdomo.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Glove flip for one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You've got to love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
That's a strike. On the ground to the left. In time to Vaughn. And that's the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in the desert. Haven't seen the same dominance we're accustomed to, Singy. It's still early. Let's see if he can get the mojo back.
Yeah, it's a long game, Boog, and he's shown he can grind through outings like this.
Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Whips it to Smith. That's a very athletic play.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Terang with another scorching run of play lately. Singy, he's currently the team leader in runs scored.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That clips the zone, and the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground right side. Smith takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 1. And that misses. Ball 1. Chourio getting to start in left. Batting second in today's lineup. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Perdomo on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Brewers 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Just missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Here's a 1-1. Swings and blasts one piece to left center. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And it's second. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Now one missed. Ortiz gets it to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. So now with one away and a man at second, here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Well struck left field. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. goes yard. Home run number 10 of the year. And we're level. It's 3.
And that is bad, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Flips the corner, 0-1. Been a real struggle on the mound early on, Singy.
Yeah, having a hard time finding that rhythm, and it's starting to look like a game where the bullpen could get a lot of work.
Check swing, he went. No balls, 2 strikes. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Well, it looks like he's fighting against himself instead of just working with himself and allowing his mechanics to flow. He's trying to overgrow instead of allowing things to just sort of naturally develop.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Pavin Smith now at the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. And Ketel Marte with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. D-backs at a pair on the homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Arizona Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Yelich with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Thomas takes it in for the out. 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. There's a strike. On the ground, Perdomo sends it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Bowers, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. This one trailed right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His 19th home run of the year, and the Brewers have the lead. It's 4-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, waiting for it. It was like BP all over again.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's the 0-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Gurriel under it, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Breaking ball misses down and away. This one's smoked on its way out of here. His 11th of the year, and it ties it up. It's 4-4.
Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, you saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Outside with a breaking ball. Right side, hard hit. In plenty of time to first. Out number 2. Swing and a foul straight back. Tied at 4. Out to center. Nice grab on the run. And that ends the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. On to inning number 4. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chase Field, on to the 4th, Gary Sanchez. Up now for the Brewers. Sanchez working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Tied at 4. Nice grab. Over to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me. It's a lot of fun watching him run the bases, Boog. I think opposing pitchers and catchers need to take a few extra minutes to plan out how they'll look.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and the Brewers have the lead. It's 5-4.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
One down. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And that one hammered way back there, and it is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they add on. It's 6-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Brew. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. Back-to-back this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
In there for strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Next offering is downstairs.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. This is Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Back here in the desert, well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Brandon Sproat departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Logan Henderson.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Hard hit, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Aimed to score from third. And now they trail by 1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Smith stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Tying run is at first. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. Foul ball there. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. The 0-1. Gurriel off of first with 2 away. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Got him looking. That's the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 4. It's the Brewers 6 and the Diamondbacks 5. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Cade Stroud.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Now it's Christian Yelich.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Christian Yelich blasts one the other way. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 7-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Fastball for a strike.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these batters are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
The 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Action in the pen down there. Paul Sewald getting ready to go. Clark also getting ready. Cuts at it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So digging in, Jake Bauers.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
In the air, right field. Carroll on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Late with the swing there. Stroud, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Another run for Milwaukee with the homer. It's now 7-5. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished. Though he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground. obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Has grounded out a couple of times. Ball to strike. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Perdomo leads off first with one away. Outside low. Ball two.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in, and he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. One now. High fly ball, right field. And the inning is over. One left for Arizona. They're down 2, 7-5. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Taylor Clark.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. He's been a great free agent sign. That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 away now. Next for the Brewers, Joey Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. So 2 balls and no strikes. Now 1 miss.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Bryce Terang in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Smith. That's out number 3. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're still up 7-5. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 6th. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Thomas up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Two down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, and they're down 7-5. Paul Sewald on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. There's a line drive to left field and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
First offering, runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Up the middle, Perdomo. On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Michael Soroka preparing to come on if needed. One away with a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. That one hammered but pulled foul.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one is absolutely belted. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Runner from third in to score, and they take a 3-run lead. To second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move. They turn things over to the southpaw, A.J. Puck.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And on second, 2 down. There's a swing and a miss. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Sets him down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Brewers 8 and the Diamondbacks 5. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Terang over to first in time. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Oh, looking to stop to first, and very nicely done for the out. This is Corbin Carroll. Next offering is down low. Popped in the air, left field. And that is that. Diamondbacks down quickly, still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Michael Soroka.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
That one's in there. Strike one. Soroka goes 6 feet 5 inches, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-2. In the air to left center. Thomas on the move to the alley. One down. That one ripped but foul. The 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. Digging in, David Hamilton. He's already homered here in this one.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
The throw. Now he launches a throw over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling him just to eat the throw. You know, that's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
Man at second. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. This one in the air, center field. Tops under it. And that's the third out. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Diamondbacks 5. Bottom of the eighth. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn it.
New arm out of the bullpen, D.L. Hall.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Two balls, no strikes to count. That clips a corner.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He did right there.
And that one was indeed a strike. So they're now out of challenges. On the ground to third, Pendleton. Long throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Yo one. And there's a foul ball. The Brewers leading by 3 here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Chourio reaching back towards the wall. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. 1 for 3. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. Center field, Mitchell on the move. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Diamondbacks 5. This is Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Ryan Thompson will take over here. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit right side. Smith takes it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that's a one-out single. And now it's Christian Yelich. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Justin Martinez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. And that clips the inside corner.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
The 1-2. Man at first, one away. Got him looking. And to a layup.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Lined into right. Dives and it gets by. Runner from second scores as they add on. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
That was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jake Bowers up now for the Brewers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. The 0-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And on second, 2 down. Breaking ball, and that got him. Tap foul at the plate. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 9-5. Back here in the desert, bottom 9. Adrian Del Castillo getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Vaughn. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Hard ground ball, base 9. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Got on plane with that pitch. Not as far away, but out there a little bit. But he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Now the 0-1. This one in the air right field, and that's a fair ball. Around second is Gurriel. Headed for the plate. Safe. And now 9-6.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Hayden Smith will hit next. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. That one misses. 2-2. The Brewers trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. That misses, and it's 3-2. Stays alive. And it's second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor McGill.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Just missed. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm.
Oh, wow, what a stop. There's one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game, and amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Corbin Burnes. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And with that, we're underway here in the desert. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. That one misses. Ball one.
Burnes, like a lot of guys in the majors, played several sports growing up. He was a really good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look at his build. But ultimately, he chose to pursue a career in baseball.
The 1-2. And that one almost got him. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here in Phoenix, and just getting settled into this one. Foul ball there. is in for a strike at 95. 2-2. Bounced up the middle. Perdomo steps on the bag for one, and that's all they'll get.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out, keep the run out of scoring position.
One out man at first. This is Bryce Terang. Flips the corner, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Runner on the go. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. The 0-2. Runner on the go again. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one 95 to finish him off. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That's off the mark. Ball one. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Shane Drowan. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Perdomo with a homer in his last game. The Brewers looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at bats, and really barrels to the baseball, because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 3 hits and a loss last night. Check swing, but he went too far. Now 2-1. That one fouled off. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Stays alive. Out to short. Slings to first, 2 away. And that misses. Ball 1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
High fly ball out to center field. And the inning is over. On to the second inning here in the desert. No score. Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Jake Bauers, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Bauers went deep in his most recent game. Burns, 31 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Way inside, gets out of the way. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
No score here in the second. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out.
You know, part of the key to making that back foot slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you looks like something you have to go after.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Third on the National League leaderboard for batting average. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Thomas quickly gets it back in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. And that one fouled off. The Brewers with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. That one close, ruled the ball. And now it's even 1-1. Waves at the bumper for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two on, two outs. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him swinging. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And there's a strike. Comes up empty.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Runner on the move. Flips it. There's one. Over to Bowers. That's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks. A switch hitter batting right. Outside low, and that is ball one. Popped up. Terang. And that ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one at the knees for a strike. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. So those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Singy, he's leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. And that one is lifted in the air. Gurriel on the move. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
That one in the dirt. Ball 2. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Hard ground ball. Base knock. And that turns the lineup over. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Geraldo Perdomo, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Fires to second for 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
On to extra innings. And now it's William Contreras. Digging in. He's the league leader in batting average, and that bat has been scorching hot, Singy.
Yeah, and everything off his barrel is noisy, Boog. Gap-to-gap approach, stays inside the baseball beautifully.
Yeah, doesn't chase, doesn't cheat, just waits for something he can drive.
Yeah, I'd say he's the definition of a professional hitter. You miss your spot, you're paying for it.
This one popped up. And a quick out, number one. Inside, almost got him.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2-1 now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Popped up. Marte under it. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Struck out swinging his first time. Strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Bowers takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Picked up a base hit to center his first time on. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out. Through 4. Still tied. Zip, zip. Welcome back. quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
On the ground, right side, Marte handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1.
It's frustrating for these hitters because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hamilton goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. Comes up empty. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Arizona Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Up the middle to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
On the ground as he checked his swing. Throw over to Bowers. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit, couldn't check his swing, and induces a nice little ground out.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Outside ball.
And that's just foul. The next pitch misses. Full count now. Out to short. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Diamondbacks baseball on the show Southwest. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. At the plate, Christian Yelich. That's a strike, and the count 1-1.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
That misses the zone. 3-1. In there at the knees for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Right through there for a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swings through that one out in front that time. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Yelich flies around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Taylor Clark, the hard-throwing righty, is up and looser. Stroud getting loose as well. Throw to second, safe. And it's second. To the right side. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo on to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. That's it for Corbin Burnes. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break. Cade Stroud gets the call from the pen.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Now here's Jake Bauers. He's 0 for 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Breaking ball, and that got him. In the air to left center. Gurriel should have this one. And that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here in the desert, well, we go bottom 6. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Takes it in for the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The D-backs down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. The changeup missing. They're down 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and there's 2 down. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Back after this on the show. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Taylor Clark.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. That one missed. Line drive. 1 down. Oh, and 2 now.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
In there at the knees, strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely left.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They're up 2-0. Back here at Chase Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw over to Bowers. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
The Brewers leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Shane Drowan out of the game.
Well, dude, as he leaves, he's got a shot at his first MLB win. He's going to need the rest of that staff to step up and preserve this narrow lead, though.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Chad Patrick.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Here's a high chopper, Terang. And he beats it. He's safe. Fastball for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. Safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Two outs, runner on first. Now up next for Arizona, Carlos Santana.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving, a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Two now. He goes down looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. A.J. Puck.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Seawald getting cranked up as well.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
30 years old now. A former first-round pick back in 2016. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Fall off foul. Now. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Terang in the box here, fouls it off for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Next offering is outside. William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. And a payoff pitch. In the air, left field. Gurriel on the run. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in the desert. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Line drive, base hit. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Swings through that.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
That one misses. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 3. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Strike one. And that is out of play. So the tying run at second. Fights it off. You'll see another. Foul ball, still 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Goes down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Next offering upstairs.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And on second, 2 down. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches. And the go-ahead run is on base. Here's Gurriel. 0 for 3 in this one. And fouled off. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the count 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swinging for the strikeout. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're down 2-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Lined into right, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's off the outside edge. And that's ball 2.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone. And out 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. And 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And there's a base hit to left. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Go to second. Out. And now running in.
They'll try to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Aaron Ashby.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. It's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Check swing, appeal to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And that skips in the dirt. The Brewers trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Bounce to the left side. Throw over to Bowers. And they're down to their last out. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers with a rubber match of this 3-game series.
Congrats to him on that first MLB win. I know he's been antsy waiting for it to come. It took a while, but now he can focus on win number 2 and beyond.
And your final score here today, 2-1. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.